Hello, my lovely butcho! I know your exams are just around the corner, so I'm here with a super quick, super easy revision of one of my favorite chapters.
Welcome back to our biology class. I promise you, this chapter, the living world, is so simple. And after this short explainer, you're going to feel so confident. Full marks pakka. So, are you ready? Let's get started.
So chalo bachcho, here's our simple plan to absolutely master this chapter. First, we'll say a quick hello to the living world. Then, we'll figure out why we even need to classify things. After that, we'll learn the secret code of scientific names, climb the ladder of life, and then, boom, a quick revision question just for your exams. Let's do this.
I mean, just stop for a second and look around you. Seriously, you'll see a tiny little ant crawling on the floor, maybe a pigeon on the window, or that huge neem tree outside. The variety of life, what we call biodiversity, is just, it's mind-blowing, isn't it? And get this, scientists have already found and named about 1.8 million species. That's 180 lakh different types of living things. Can you believe it? And the craziest part, we're finding new ones all the time, every single day. It's amazing. So a big question comes up. With 18 lakh organisms, how on earth do we study them without our brains just exploding from all the confusion? You know that feeling when you're scrolling through Instagram and you see a funny reel, but then you can't find it later because you don't remember the creator's name? It's kind of like that, but 18 lakh times harder. Well, that's exactly where classification comes in. It's all about bringing some order to this beautiful, chaotic world of life. Think of a librarian. They don't just throw books anywhere, right? They arrange them so you can find what you need. Scientists do the same thing with living organisms.
The amazing scientists who do this job are called taxonomists, and they follow 3 really simple steps. First up, identification. They look closely and describe what the organism is. Next, nomenclature. They give it a special, unique name. And finally, classification. They put it in a group with other organisms that are similar to it. See? 1, 2, 3. Super simple.
But here's the biggest problem they faced: local names. For example, we call a bird goreya in Hindi, but my friend in England calls it a sparrow, and someone in another country might have a totally different name for it. It gets so confusing, right? We needed one name that everyone in the world could agree on.
And so, to fix this big confusion, biologists came up with a totally brilliant idea: a universal scientific naming system. Just one name for one organism, and it's understood by everyone everywhere in the world. No more confusion. Okay, a little pop quiz for you. Any idea who the genius was that came up with this system? Take a guess.
If you thought of Carolus Linnaeus, then you get a big gold star. You're absolutely right. He gave us the amazing system of binomial nomenclature. Now don't get scared by the big words. It's easy. Bi just means two, and nomen means name. So, it's a two-name system.
So what is it exactly? Well, binomial nomenclature is simply a system where every living thing gets a scientific name that has 2 parts. The first part is its generic name, or its genus, and the second part is its specific epithet, which tells us the species.
Let's make this super clear with an example we all love: mango. The scientific name for mango is Mangifera indica. Now think of it like your name. Mangifera is the genus, that's kind of like the surname, and indica is the specific epithet, which is like the first name, Mangifera indica. See? So simple and so unique.
Okay, bachcho, pencils down, eyes here. This is a guaranteed exam question, so listen very, very carefully. There are 4 golden rules for writing these names. 1. The names are always in Latin, and when you type them, they're in italics. 2. The first word, the genus, always starts with a capital letter, but the second word, the species, starts with a small letter. 3. Very important. If you're writing it by hand, you have to underline both words, but separately. And 4. Sometimes the scientist's name is added at the end, like Mangifera indica Lin. The Lin stands for Linnaeus. Please remember these rules.
Great. So once we have a name, what do we do with it? Well, we place the organism into something called the taxonomic hierarchy. Just imagine it's a giant ladder, and every living thing has its own step on that ladder.
Now take a look at this pyramid. This is what the hierarchy looks like. It's basically a set of levels or ranks, arranged one on top of the other.
It starts with the most basic level, species, at the bottom, and it goes all the way up to the biggest, broadest level, kingdom, right at the top.
Here's the best way to remember this forever. Think of it like a full postal address, but for an organism, a cosmic address. The species is like your house number, the genus is your street name, the family is your area, and you go up and up until you reach the kingdom, which is like your whole country. It tells you exactly where that organism belongs in the huge family of life.
So these are the 7 main levels you need to remember. We have kingdom at the very top, then phylum for animals or division for plants, then class, order, family, genus, and finally, species, which is the basic unit. And here's a key point. As you go up the ladder from species to kingdom, the number of common features gets less and less.
Okay, let's put it all together. This table, which is right from your textbook, is super helpful. It shows the complete address for man and for mango. See? For man, the genus is Homo, family is Hominidae, order is Primata, and so on. Please take a good look at this table. It's a great way to memorize some important examples for your exam.
All right, theory part is done. Now let's put on our exam thinking caps. We've learned all the concepts. Now let's see how we can use them to write the perfect answer and get those full marks.
Okay, imagine this question pops up in your exam paper for 2 marks. Define a taxon. Give some examples of taxa at different hierarchical levels. Pause for a moment. How would you answer it?
Here is how you get full marks, bachcho. Write it point-wise. First, put the heading, definition, and write, a taxon is a unit of classification that represents any rank. Simple. Then write the heading, examples. And you can give any example you like. You can write, kingdom Animalia is a taxon, or class Mammalia is a taxon. Even genus Homo is a taxon. And that's it. Perfect answer, full 2 marks in your pocket.
But beyond all the names and ranks, why do we do this? Your textbook says it so beautifully. The best thing that came out of all this study was realizing how connected we all are, how much we share with every other living thing. It shows us that all life is one big, beautiful family.
And there you go, the entire chapter all revised. Now you know that every single living thing has its own special cosmic address. So I have a question for you. Think of your favorite animal, maybe a tiger or a dolphin. What do you think its cosmic address is? Go find out. Stay curious, my dear students. All the very, very best for your exams. You are going to be fantastic.